Hey there, sewing friends. Cherie here from Cherie's Alchemy, and I'm back today to finally share with you all 3 dresses that I made as entries in the Sew Maxis for Mother's Day challenge on Instagram, which is hosted, I think this was the 3rd annual challenge, and it's hosted over on Instagram by T of Crumpets Tea and Sewing and Crystal of Crystal Sews and Stuff. And I knew when they made the announcement that I wanted to participate. And then I decided to add on the caveat that I'm also participating in a challenge that it's not really a challenge, but it's just something I decided to do. And then my friend Nesha over on Instagram, who her handle is So Legal Chick over on Instagram, she had started last year actually a 30-day no-buy challenge. So we were supposed to spend 30 days just trying to sew from our stash of fabrics and patterns. And I took that on last year, ended up going, well, I think I went like 3 months last year. I didn't sew quite as much as I typically do because it started around the same time. And you guys, I've told you before, this time of year, I'm usually out in the garden in all my free time. So, I mean, I did get some nice things sewn, but I don't sew as much in the summer typically as I do in the winter. This year, since we decided to start this 60-day no-buy challenge right at the same time that the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge started, I knew that I was definitely going to stick with sewing things from my stash, sewing with patterns from my stash. And so, yeah, I actually have several more maxi dresses that I made that aren't quite finished. A couple of them are hanging because they're made with rayon, so I have them hanging before I hem them, and I just haven't had time to hem them yet. And then I have, I think, 3 where I've put the buttonholes in, but I just need to figure out which buttons I'm going to use and get those stitched on. So I have a lot of things again in the pipeline. I still have so many things I haven't shared, but I figured, well, at least if I'm not getting a lot of sewing done this summer, I can spend a lot of time just kind of doing reviews of things that I've made, because maybe you guys are interested in making yourself some new things. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let me get on to show you. The ones that I got finished, these were all super, super easy, super inexpensive as far as patterns go. And again, I had these fabrics in my stash. So I'm gonna start with the one that's here behind me. This is a t-shirt dress. And I pulled fabric. I think the last video I posted, right, I was telling you guys how I was sewing from my stash. I was shopping my stash. And I went through and I pulled a bunch of knits because I'm like, I'm gonna make every view. I'm gonna make the short one with the sleeves, the short one without, the long one without sleeves, the long one with sleeves. So this one here is this long dress with sleeves. And so that is view A on the pattern. And a little bit about this pattern. This is one of those, I think it was like $2.49 New Look patterns, or maybe New Look is $3.99 now. But I've had this for a while. It's a 1-hour easy dress, and it really is a super easy dress. And it has some nice features. I mean, first of all, just the way it's cut to fall from your body, it's just very flattering. I had to make 0 adjustments. I made the larger size on the pattern, which is an 18. That has a bust of 40, a waist of 32, hip of 42. And it required 3 1/6 yards of fabric because my fabric was 60 inches wide. And I had a 4-yard cut, and I do have about 1 yard of fabric left that I'm probably going to make a tank top with, as I try to also not have these little, remnants of fabric left in my stash. So that'll be a perfect use for that. But I love this fabric. It's just an ITY knit with this animal print on it. And when I bought the fabric, I loved it. But then I'm like, I don't know. I used to be really into like brown as a neutral. But over the last 5 years, I'm not really digging like brown that much as a neutral. I don't know why. I got like back into navy where I stopped wearing navy. So now I tend to go, of course, black and then navy and gray as my neutrals. But now I'm kind of easing back into like the taupes and the browns and things like that. So I sewed this up and oh my God, I love this dress. Like, it is exactly a t-shirt dress. It's so comfortable, but I think, you know, it's elevated. I put it on with some platform shoes, and it's some summer sandals, and it's just a super, super cute look. I actually, after I took the pictures, I changed out of my summer sandals, my espadrilles, and I just put on some flat Tory Burch sandals, and it's just like the perfect summer outfit. So I'm gonna make a few more of these. I definitely want an all black one. And then I have a bunch more ITY knits that I can just pick and choose from to sew that up. And like I said, I'm going to make all 4 views. That view A, this one that I made, that obviously requires the most fabric. If you want to do the shorter lengths, you're talking about without sleeves, only 1 3/4 yards of fabric, and with sleeves, 2.5 yards of fabric for the largest size. So this pattern goes in size from size 8 to 18. And so it's just a really, really flattering, easy, comfortable spring, summer, and fall dress. So I highly recommend this pattern if you can find it. I don't know if it's still available. Like I said, I've had this for a while, but it might be still available. And again, this is New Look 6352. And I'm gonna, at the end of me talking, I'm going to show you the pictures of me wearing these from different angles that I put up on Instagram so you can see. But let me know, are you into t-shirt dresses like this? Like, is this something that you would wear for summer? I think this looks great on everybody. And it's just, I mean, it's just easy breezy to wear. Easy breezy to wear. Yeah. And then the second pattern I used, I made 2 dresses. I made the one that I'm wearing, and Lord, that was my only thing with this. I carry most of my weight in my lower half of my body, and I'm not like I'm not super well endowed on top. And so this is one of those things, like, I'm probably gonna have to put like a snap or something here because it is a little bit too loose and voluminous in the top for me. I definitely wanna make this again. I probably will line the top just so it has a little bit more, so it's a little less slinky. And less likely to fall open. And I'll probably cross it a little bit more. I have to adjust, or maybe I'll size down. That's probably what I'll do. I'll size down in the top the next time that I make it, because obviously the skirt is super full and I wasn't even thinking about that. I probably should have sized down in this. So anyway, this is a See and Sew pattern. And again, I've had this forever. It says on here the pattern number is B6308. And let me bring it in close so you can see the line drawing. And y'all, I don't really polish my nails in the summer because I'm in the garden all the time. So pardon that. Anyway, I love both views, and so I made both views. And so the one that I'm wearing is this one here, view B, and it has this kind of like, I don't know what you would call that. It's kind of a dolman kimono-y sleeve. Though I shouldn't say kimono-y. I don't know, but it's beautiful. It's very drapey. It has a waistband that is, the top and the bottom are gathered into the waistband. And then the waistband also has elastic, which I think I didn't really realize because of course, before I started sewing it, I didn't read the pattern directions. So just looking at it, I couldn't really see that the waistband also has elastic because it looks like it's flat on the line drawing. But it does in fact have you weaving elastic in, which again, if I had known that, I would have sized down because I do feel like they're both just a little bit too loose on me, but they will get worn. I'm not about to go in and take any seams apart to size these down. They're fine. I often wear camis underneath of these kinds of things anyway. or I'm wearing them on vacation where I'm a little bit less, worried about, cleavage, because like this is something I would throw on. Ooh, I don't want to flash you guys. This is something I would throw on with like my swimsuit underneath. You know what I mean? If you're on vacation. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. But like I said, I will be making both of these views again, and I will size down. I made the largest size on here, which was the 24. And it said here that the 24 had a bust of 46, a waist of 39, and hips of 48. And I didn't look at that before I cut it out. Most size 24s don't have that size range. And so that was my mistake, not, looking through. But anyway, this pattern goes from a size 8 to 24. And yeah, it's a very generously sized pattern. It calls for jersey knits, cotton knits. It says it's unsuitable for obvious diagonals. Let's see what else is worth mentioning. Like I said, it does require that 1/4 inch elastic, which is threaded through the waistband. You make a casing and thread that through on the inside. And yeah, that's very loose fitting. And so the thing that I loved about this, I use ITY knits for both of my versions. For the striped version, I had a 3-yard cut of that, and I got that out fine. I did not make the ties that are supposed to go on there because I typically don't like to have attached ties. So I do have a piece reserved where I think I'm going to go back and just make a sash, because I do think that would look cuter with a little sash tied around the waist. Yeah, but I didn't make any modifications to this. And one thing to note, with this dress, with this pattern, you're really getting full pattern pieces for 2 dresses. The only pieces that overlap for this are the waistband front. The waistband back is different. The bodice front, the bodice back, you get 2 separate ones, and you get 2 separate skirts. So it's really 2 patterns in one, which again, I think I paid $249 for this pattern, is a really great value. And I, of course, want to mix this up. So I want to make this bodice on the slimmer skirt, and then this bodice on the fuller skirt. When I remake them, I think that's how I'm going to change them up, so that in the end, I'll have 4 different dresses from this one pattern. So again, if you're interested in this, you like the style, this is a sew pattern, but it's numbered B6308. So I think that means that this was a Butterick pattern. I'm not exactly sure how the nomenclature. Yeah, I think so, because it says Butterick pattern on the back. So it's a older Butterick pattern, I guess, that was changed to sew, or sew part of Butterick. Y'all, I don't know. Just look for B6308 if you like this dress. And again, when this ends, you'll see me in all 3 dresses with different views. I love them all. Just for your reference, like I said, I didn't make any modifications, so I used the full length of these maxi dresses. And I'm, a little over 5'7". So if you are petite, you probably need to shorten these, because these are true maxi dresses on me. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, they're easy, no-brainer dresses, perfect for summer. I'm going to be whipping up more of both. Let me know in the comments if you like these, if you have these patterns. Let me know in the comments if you participated in the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge. And leave your Instagram handle if you did, because I'd love to go over and check out what you made. What else do I want to share? I'll be back soon. I shopped my closet again. I shopped my stash rather again, and pulled out another round of fabrics. So I need to show you guys those. This time I'll show you the patterns that I'm thinking about using with them. And then I also will show you what I've made so far with the fabrics that I pulled from my stash and shared in the last video. I also have my second Fabric Mart Fabrics Fabricista make coming up the last Monday in May. So I'll be sharing that with you guys. And then what else is there? Oh, and I should say where I got the fabrics from. This fabric and this this snake print fabric are both from Fabric Mart Fabrics. And again, they were in my stash. I've had them for at least a year, maybe two. I can't remember. And I'm pretty sure this striped fabric is from Joann Fabrics. If it's not, then it's also from Fabric Mart Fabrics. If it's not from there, it's from those are basically the three places that I buy fabric from. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a Joann's knit though, a Joann's ITY knit. So anyway, enjoy the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll enjoy the pictures that I'm about to share. Pop over on Instagram if you're on that platform and search the Sewmaxis for Mother's Day hashtag to see all the makes. There are some beautiful maxi dresses that folks have submitted for this year. I actually made a note, and I was wondering why there are a couple photos that I posted last year that were getting all these likes suddenly. And I remembered then that those were the submissions that I did last year for Sewmaxi for Mother's Day. So that sparked my interest because I love those dresses. This is another pattern that I used a ton. I think I made 7 of those dresses. So that's going to be a review that I'm going to do soon to share that pattern with you guys. And then I have a couple other maxi dresses that I made, like I said, and I'll share a review because I know it's funny, it's summer, but it's maxi dress season. Maxi dresses, platform wedges, or just little slides. I mean, that's what summer is about, right? So anyway, I think that's it for today. I'll be back soon. Stay tuned to the end so you can see me trotting around, frolicking in my garden. And my 3 new dresses. And I'm gonna run because I'm actually about to go record a video for my gardening channel. I planted up a beautiful herb and strawberry container off of my kitchen, and so I'm about to record a video to share that. My husband's already harvesting strawberries off that thing. I think he'll be the only one getting strawberries out of there this year because he's always the first one up and he goes out straight in the morning to look and see if there are any ripened strawberries. But anyway, if you haven't followed that gardening channel and you just, are into that kind of thing, my gardening channel is At Home with Cherie. But in the meantime, I really thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon.